Hey, what's going on, guys? Runeterra here. Thanks for visiting my channel. And today I wanted to show you guys this Taliyah Malphite deck list that I brewed and got to Masters with in Legends of Runeterra. This was my first time ever hitting Masters. I'm usually more of a high plat, low diamond player, so I really think that there's something here in this list, and I think that other players who might be struggling to get where they want to be can really take this and climb high with it. I mean, it worked for me. Looking at the list, you'll see we have a very high density of 1, 2, 3 drops. More than half of the deck, in fact, almost 3/4 of it is 1, 2, 3 drops. The reason for that is mostly Chip. Chip is a kind of the mascot of the deck. He's a 1 mana 3/3 once you've summoned a landmark throughout the game. And so to get him activated, we are running a full set of Ancient Preps, 2 Hibernating Rock Bears, 3 Preservariums, and 3 Rock Hoppers, so that we have about, 11 landmark summons on 2 mana or less, so that we can get a 1 mana 3/3 like for the rest of the game ASAP. And we want to use that in combination with Rock Hopper and Endless Devout and Desert Naturalist to push a lot of early damage and just get a lot of tempo going on the board. We kind of want to put our opponent on the back foot and make them respond to the units that we're developing. We also are doing this to progress our champion's level up conditions, where we have Taliyah, who needs to have summoned 5 landmarks, and Malphite, who needs to have summoned 10 plus mana worth of landmarks. And that makes the 2 mana landmarks like really primo, because 2 mana times 5 is 10, so you can like flip Taliyah and Malphite at the same time with just 2 mana landmarks. We're also running a 2 of Stonebreaker, who is a really slept on card, I think. If you guys remember last patch, that card, Riptide Sermon, this guy is just like that card but better. I mean, it's the same mana it has pros and cons. You have to spend unit mana on Stonebreaker. You can't play it on 3 like you could Riptide Sermon, but it's a bigger body. It's a 6/4 compared to the 3/3 that Riptide Sermon gets you, and it deals 4 to an enemy and 2 to the enemy nexus. That's what Riptide Sermon did before it got nerfed this patch. And Riptide Sermon was also completely deniable, whereas like you can deny the skill on Stonebreaker, but like the body's always gonna stick. And that was kind of part of the inspiration for this deck. I figured Riptide Sermon was like a meta-defining card. Why can't Stonebreaker be? Obviously the unit mana is much more constrictive on it, but I think it's a really fun card, really strong card in the meta. There's a lot of champions, a lot of threats with 4 health, and any card really that deals 4 damage is pretty premium, and it has been for a while now. We're actually not playing Rite of the Arcane. That's a very common card in this, in the landmark archetypes, and it's a great, 3 mana deal 4. But we don't have many landmarks that we want to destroy. A lot of our landmarks are counting down, and they don't have the only landmark that is a positive to destroy is the sarcophagus from Endless Devout. And we're running 2 of Desert Naturalist, so I don't want too much destroy your own landmark type of stuff, because you'd love to destroy the Endless Devout sarcophagus. You don't mind destroying Roiling Sands, and you don't mind destroying Ancient Preps either, but we're not really trying to destroy our landmarks like we are in a Ziggs deck or a Zeroth deck. We actually just want to get the value from them. And then on top of that, we just have some tech cards that are here to answer certain meta threats. Desert Naturalist is a card I did not run at all for a good while, and it just started coming up that I was facing a lot of enemy decks that had landmarks. Viktor Karma Back Alley Bar is one. Lee Sin Akshan. Yasuo Katarina I've been seeing a lot of recently. You know, the Windswept Hillock in that deck. There's a lot of strong decks right now that have really important landmarks. And I think, honestly, Desert Naturalist is the best card in the game for destroying opposing landmarks. Scorched Earth and, like, Aftershock, those are good contenders, and definitely arguments can be made that they're the best. I just like Desert Naturalist because it's not just destroying a landmark, it's giving you a body as well. And so it really does the most in terms of landmark removal. If you're not running into these kinds of decks, or like where you need to interact with opponents' landmarks, I would definitely cut Desert Naturalist, and maybe even some Endless Devouts in place of like Waste Walker or something like that. This was really just a tech call for my, and like I said, we don't really want to destroy our landmarks too much. I will use Desert Naturalist to kill opposing landmarks more than I would my own. 2 of Rite of Negation, just for some, you know, control hatred. We want to keep those big spells at bay. We don't like to see our champs get vengeance or none of that nonsense. 2 of Sunburst to kill big units and make sure that we have the bigger bodies. This deck really relies on the tempo you get in the early game to sort of get all of your opponent's resources out, and then your bigger bodies are just going to close it out. You're just going to win through combat with this deck, and Sunburst just makes sure that anything that could contend with you is not going to contend with you. I like it as a 2 of. You could cut 1 maybe. It does not like progress your game plan. It's not summoning landmarks or anything like that, but it's just a really good removal spell that got buffed this patch, so I've been trying it and I've been really liking it. 2 of Quicksand. I prefer this over Hush or even Ground Slam. I used to be running a couple Ground Slams. The reason I cut it is because Ground Slam is also Malphite's champion spell, and I think that's enough, honestly. Malphite, obviously, he's a 7-drop, so you're not going to have access to Malphite's Ground Slam until pretty late in the game. But Quicksand kind of does what you need it to in terms like Ground Slam, it stuns an attacker. What are you stunning? Elusives, Overwhelmers, you know, things like that. And Quicksand, it's going to remove those keywords, and then you can block into it. This deck has no shortage of bodies, of good bodies that can partake in combat. So Quicksand, it can hit 2 things as well. It's really good in the Nami matchups and in the Fiora Pantheon matchups as well, being able to pop Spell Shield in particular in the Pantheon matchups. I prefer it over Ground Slam. You can change that up however you like. Obviously, feel free to tweak this deck. 2 of Absolvers as a sort of clutch win condition. It's really easy to flip our champions in this deck, so we're pretty much always going to have this live, and being able to push through some damage, give a beefy boy like Overwhelm is a really good way to close the game out, like mid-combat. You swing for the fences, for lethal, your opponent puts some spells on the stack to try to stop you, and then you blow them out with Absolver. It's great like that. And then I also just have a 1 of Ayula. One of the more recent tech cards I added, I really like it because you can give Overwhelm to one of your champions. Taliyah in particular is amazing with Overwhelm, but Malphite is also just huge. But Spell Shield as well. We don't have that much protection in this deck. Really, we're relying on Rite of Negation, and I guess Quicksand, if you want to call Quicksand like some kind of protection. Spell Shield is really what's going to be protecting our champions, specifically in matchups that are stun heavy. I'm talking about the Karma lists, the Yasuo lists. I mean, Ionia's just everywhere in the meta right now, and they're stunning just about everything. So Ayula can help us get combat like to resolve how we want it to. We're not gonna get stunned or recalled out of combat. And a 1 of Shuriman Tellstones, mostly for Ruthless Predator, because we have a lot of vulnerable granters with Rockhopper and Unraveled Earth. But if we happen to miss the opportunity to give something vulnerable, you know, once they summon something, if it didn't get caught in the Roiling Sands, you can't do that after. So if there's ever any, like, some back row champ that we miss, like a Veigar or something, we can maybe get him with the Ruthless Predator. But then also, Weight of Judgment kind of comes in clutch in, like, Swain matchups where you can, like, kill a Leviathan with it. And Spirit Fire is really good into aggro matchups, and that's where this deck struggles. If you're seeing a lot of aggro in, like, your part of the ladder, I would not recommend this deck. It kind of folds hard to decks that are faster than it. Where it really shines is in putting the pressure on control decks. You will, like, control decks will never get to see past round 8 or 9 against this list. Like, once you drop Malphite, like, you're ending the game against control. They probably have had a hard time keeping up with you since Malphite, and once you get Malphite down and he's flipped, it's good game. And we're pretty toe-to-toe in most mid-range matchups. That's where our flex cards come in. That's where the Desert Naturalist, the Quicksand, the Iula, that's where we're really preying on these, you know, Lee Sin Action, these Pantheon Fiora decks. Karma Vic, as I like, we kill control matchups, and so not really too concerned about Karma Viktor, but these cards are good against that deck as well. And that's pretty much the list. We got some games for you guys here today. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you learn something. And if you like the video and you like Legends of Runeterra, please leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. This is my first video doing this kind of thing, but if the people like it, I would love to do more. So thank you guys. I hope you like what you see, and I hope you stick around. Have a good day. Alright, we're facing some Viktor Karma. This is a pretty good matchup for us. We tend to just roll over, we roll over control decks. And we have 2 Desert Naturalists, which we can use to blow up their back alley bar. We're gonna keep Chip and Endless Devout. I wish we had a 2-drop to get Chip going earlier. But the only thing that really threatens Chip right now is Thermo Beam. And if they want a 1-mana Thermo Chip, dude, I'm all for it. Like, by all means, man. You got it. We're gonna pass. Like to pass through this round. Get some Unraveled Earth going.
Another thing to climb.
Hit for 3. And whatever they develop, likely Viktor next round, will get vulnerable for a later attack. Sunburst is a really good karma killer. Very happy to see it. Don't really need it right now, but better now than never. Play that, get that going as quickly as possible. Yeah? Yeah, dude? You gonna aftershock my hibernating rock bear? By all means, dude. By all means. One more landmark until Stonebreaker's on. He's a pretty nuts card. Taliyah's great. We love to see that.
The future is steel and
they actually
science.
just like develop Viktor. I will just trade my Devout into it.
Yes,
Just to get the landmark.
Electroplating complete.
Or well, actually, no, I don't even need. Oh my god, that's kind of annoying. That's.
Analyzing approach.
Yeah? Hold up, dude. Are you sure? Alright. Alright, he's sure. That's a weird line to take. There was no reason for that. Yeah, now we just get 2 of
If I
these.
stumble, I'll have the earth to catch me. My journey won't end until I'm through weaving it.
Not have Desert Naturalist, and Bar can come down next turn. Tough is annoying because it means my Taliyah's gonna have to hit Viktor, and he will get to hit her back.
No materials, no
But
improvements.
it's not like a threatening keyword.
Like threading a needle.
I mean, if we just do this, puts Taliyah at 2, she dies to a Mystic Shot.
Some rats just won't
That's
sit
a
still.
deal I'm willing to make. Mystic Shot my Taliyah. Bozo. I would really like to not have to Sunburst Viktor. Like, by whatever means necessary, I would really like to not Sunburst Viktor. Opponent's thinking about it. Uh-huh.
Genius in
Uh-huh. That's completely okay. We got a Tellstones out of him. That's huge value. That's a huge card in this deck. Because with leveled Karma, it's like a 0 mana heal 12 with Bar and leveled Viktor and all that. Like we just got that out of him.
Join the glorious evolution.
And like, look, like now, like he lost his keyword progress, he lost his movement progress. We can suddenly like hit him with Stonebreaker. And it's like, you got nothing to die. And it's got Stein Disciple. Now if you attack here, you recall. I guess you can always like summon it next turn. But we're gonna get 2 5/3s next turn. Next turn start, and we're like we're open attacking here, dude. Opponent will have to spend a lot of mana to survive, and that's mana that they're not spending developing their board. I think we just win. I don't think opponent has enough answers. And surely if we don't win on this attack, like we win next attack. For sure, for sure. We have Malphite in hand. Is he leveled? He's not leveled. We don't need him. We don't need him to be leveled. We have such big boys. This is opponent's thinking. He definitely has cards. He can definitely do something here. But can he stop 8 damage? 9 really. He has to stop 9 damage. Double Conch Palm. Conch Palm Will of Ionia. Second Tellstones and something else. He's got the Shimon Winds. He could block 6 with that. Sometimes it takes opponents a minute to sort of accept defeat. I think that's what we're witnessing right here. Yeah, and that's pretty much what this deck is trying to do. It's just like big bodies on curve, win on board, just like pressure the opponent. Alright, we're facing Red Gwen. It's a bit of an aggressive matchup. We want to find our early units. Chip is a must keep. The rest of these can go. Although Quicksand's kind of good against a Katarina on 3. Looks like they have 2 Katarinas, probably 1 Elise. I think we'll mull Quicksand, but it wouldn't be a bad keep, I don't think. I don't know, we might get punished. If they have cat on 3, we should have kept it. Ooh, but I do like having that ancient prep. For just 1 mana cheaper. Okay, this is an interesting line here. We attack on odds, which means I'm gonna take Preservation. If we attacked on evens, it would be really good to
Well, I did say
play
I wanted to see
Hibernating
the
Rock
world.
Bear on 3, and we can dupe it when it's on countdown 1 with Taliyah, and we'll have 2 5/5s on 6 to attack, and possibly even have Taliyah flip and just have a really big attack. But since we are attacking on odds, I'm gonna play Preservarium on 4 and dupe it with Taliyah so that we just get a bunch of cards. I should have played Chip. I did not mean to play Hibernating Rock, but it's fine, honestly. No, it's totally cool. We played Chip and now. We got a 2/2. Let's disguise our hand a bit. Let's play another Hibernating Rock Bear.
Never.
They have the Katarina. We have the Chip.
So big.
Go pass. Might have to let them flip cat. It is what it is.
If only she could see me.
Gwen is scary. We're gonna pass. I actually want to trade the board down a bit here because I want to duplicate this Rock Bear with Taliyah. We'll do that. And we will let Katarina go through.
Violence solves everything.
So, you know, it's a little scary. They have access to rally now. Ooh, do I just play that? No, I can't because I need the board space, guys. I need the board space. Taliyah, Prez.
Come on, there's so much to see.
Flip. Yeah.
They are my people, and I am theirs.
Now, no vengeance mana for opponent. I think we swing with our Grumpy and our Taliyah.
Let the bloodshed begin.
He opts to rally.
Like
Very
threading a
interesting.
needle.
Yeah, no.
Throw another rock. Ah, fearless.
Yeah, we do that. It means that Grumpy now dies to Katarina. And to Gwen, I guess. But, like, I'll block
Quick as the
Gwen
blade.
with Taliyah. I'm not afraid.
Stand back.
I guess we gotta do this, so I don't want to take all that damage. This deck probably runs atrocities. That's nice and all, but you still lose Gwen. Oh wait, no, you don't. Gwen flips? Wait. Gwen does her damage first. So you can play Katarina.
One stitch at a time, we'll make something totally new.
And Gwen is now leveled, which is very scary. Have quicksand, but I think might be a little too late for quicksand. Oh, Stonebreaker. It's never
I
too
shall
late
use
for
my
Stonebreaker, guys. Oh god, no, opponent! Opponent had it all! Opponent had it all and decided to open attack. Oh, you hate to see it. They can still develop Katarina. They can still attack again with her. But, like, we got units to, like, block that shit. You know?
Here I am, there I am.
Opponent can play Katarina. They get a Blade's Edge. They can kill my Taliyah. That's really good for them.
No going
They
back.
get to attack, right? We give them a unit.
Sun's beneath me and winds behind me.
Yep. And opponent attacks. Maybe. Probably.
They're afraid. They should be.
Out of my way. Can't steer.
So now what we do here, right now we have an open attack for 11. If we put them to 1, and then we got that little bit of reach with Stonebreaker. We'll see if he does anything here. Flock, okay. Flock does it. Opponent plays Katarina. For the 5th time. It's not that, like, great to, like, have a leveled Katarina. A lot of times, like, she's kind of, like, if you can kill Katarina when she drops, like, do that. But it's not the end of the world if she flips, because she just always goes back to hand. That's a scary card. I don't like that card at all. And I am probably... I can't really shoot it out of the sky. And I'd rather stun it next turn. So... I'm gonna predict for, not imagine possibilities. Well, if I take a second Malphite, I have Malphite's Ground Slam next turn. If I play Malphite.
Can a
So
spirit
that's
voice the
something
We can all learn
that
soon.
we can consider doing.
Last
Play
to
this
my
Rock
name,
Hopper
buys
just to
me
be
a new
efficient with
sail.
our mana. Make sure that they don't feel comfortable developing barriers. They will get vulnerable. You know what I mean? And then I doubt they open, but like they
Right,
could.
right, Pierce.
Okay, they do. Right, because they have second. Well, they have Katarina in hand, so no, that's good. That's good. And then we do some trading here. We get Gwen. Terrible for us. Ephemeral Gwen. Like we block like
I will
this.
run you
Gwen,
over.
you know, she goes away.
My board! Oh
We pass until they play Katarina.
Never play fair.
Yeah. So that we can stun this guy. Because I'm a little afraid we can kill Katarina with Malphite's Ground Slam, but they would still have mana if they have second Katarina in hand. So I want to make sure that he is stunned. I don't want him attacking again. Opponent's thinking about it. Goes through. And now we've got that 4 mana for Malphite's Ground Slam. It will stun and kill Katarina. We'll wait, of course, until they spend their attack token.
To the point.
They can have a 4th, or not 4th, basically like a 6th Katarina, you know, but they can rally again. Okay, now they can rally again after this. But it wouldn't do much. Katarina doesn't do much on it. You need like, you need this guy to actually be able to get in there. We'll pass. I'm not afraid. Like, good job. You stunned Malphite. Your Katarina still dies.
Only fools
You're in there for
hesitate.
1 like this, with your fearsome dude. Yep,
I
we
know
do
the
this. We do
mountain.
this. We're in there. Like we're living. We're not thriving, but we are surviving, and that's what matters, guys. What? You don't have anything, but stop pretending. Yeah, okay, you know. Oh yeah, you know what? That's actually like kind of decent. No, that's. Yeah. I mean, now if he has atrocity, we're in danger. We're in danger of atrocity here. We could top deck a Rite of Negation. That would be sick. I would love that. 5 card. How many cards have they drawn? They've drawn nearly half their deck. It's pretty likely they have an atrocity.
Welcome.
I guess the best thing that we can do is represent a Rite of Negation this turn. But, like, we don't actually have it, so, yeah, and that doesn't quite do it for us either. Let's start with the Unstoppable Force. Opponent can just rip Atrocity right now, and, they win. But we can't play, like, Atrocities real. Like, Atrocity isn't real, and neither is Noxian Fervor, neither is Decimate, neither is, oh my god. Alright, well they go below, Atrocity mana, so we don't have to play around that this turn. We can kill this guy, which is very cool. He does have 6 mana to play a second one if he has it. Don't glimpse, dude. You glimpsed. Okay. No, that's fine. I'm totally. And he gets the pause. He plays Gwen. We've killed 2 Gwens, right? Or was that Ephemeral Gwen? I don't know how many Gwens we've killed. Okay. That does it. Yeah, no, we lose to that. Well, actually, not yet. We attack here. I mean, they can. Oh wait, no, they can't take 6. Okay, yeah. So they have to. And then they Blade's Edge, though. Yeah. All right, and then they attack with Katarina. Nice GG. Dang.
They're afraid. They should be.
It was close though. We almost had him. That sucks.
That happened so fast.
Alright, next on the chopping block, we got Veigar Lissandra. This is a very interesting list. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. You know, it's kind of like what was it, like TLC before, like Trundle Lissandra, like Shadow Isle's Freljord, but I don't know what Darkness is doing in this. I imagine it's gonna go pretty long, so we'll keep the Prez for some good card draw. Rock Hopper's always nice on curve. I don't even know if Twisted Catalyzer, I'm pretty sure, is a Vandal City card. I don't think that they even have Catalyzer in this deck, so I don't know what Veigar is doing here. We're gonna develop the chip. I don't know, unless it's a go hard list, they don't have an answer on 1. And then we're gonna go Rock Hopper, pull any blocker they have, and get 3.
See the Demacian
Okay,
border here.
that's a good blocker to have.
Follow me!
So we'll do that. Arguments can be made for just trading the 3-1 with him, keeping Chip healthy, because now both these guys like die. Vile Beast, a Withering Whale, messes the board up big bad. But we're gonna. People don't play Withering Whale as much as they used to, and we're gonna make them have it. You know, we're not gonna play. I don't know what this card, what this deck is running. I'm not gonna play around weird cards. Attacking here is kind of scuffed. We could Sunburst Lissandra, and I don't hate that. Weird turn here, because I don't want to let Veigar stick. I also don't want to give them a free turn because I'm pretty sure they just pass back. But we'll offer the pass. No, okay. And they go below Veigar. So we'll unravel Earth. Find something we can play. No, we don't find anything we can play. Taliyah is really good though. We'll be able to flip her next turn when we can duplicate Roiling Sands. And just pass because he's got good blocks for our board. Ayula, okay. I will take. I'll block him. I don't want to attack him, but I'll block him. I'll make you spend the attack token if that's what you really want. We could like play Taliyah here. I'm still like afraid of Veigar, dude. Like I don't like. Should I be afraid of Veigar in this list? I don't think so, honestly.
Point the way.
I'm gonna play to my game plan. If Veigar comes
Onward,
down
everybody.
here, that's
The
like darkness.
horizon falls.
I'll still sunburst him next turn. Alright, yeah, there's Veigar. He's vulnerable. Maybe I don't even need to sunburst.
We'll make them pay.
Oh my god, I like that as well. I feel like this deck is probably like on Mist Call. I remember Darkness decks used to like run that card a lot. I'm gonna just attack here to see what he does. See what he does in response to Veigar. He vengeance. Okay, you know what though? That's. Yeah, no, we didn't. We're never gonna get a better deny target. It sucks that we have to sack a gem to do it, but yeah, and there's miscaught, and we don't really have an answer to well, we do. Like we have two answers to another one. It's just that we kind of spent our mana denying it.
Witness true power.
So what, Darkness is doing 4 right now. Let's let's go again, dude. Do you have a second miss? Is this like the deck, dude? Are you just reviving Veigar? You're just playing Revive Veigar as the deck? Oh my god, dude. What is this? Let's play Chip. Be efficient with our mana.
There I am.
Malphite's leveled. Okay, so he puts damage on Taliyah. So that says, you know, that says if I attack with Taliyah, Lissandra will trade with her. What if we Stonebreaker this? I'm choosing a Stonebreaker instead of Malphite in case he has a Veigar in hand. Like, he'll have to block with Veigar here, so I don't really need the removal to get rid of him. Oh, Detonata, okay. The reason I did, by the way, Absolver, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to...
But we're falling rocks!
I have Absolver mana here. We're actually hoping.
Follow me!
This guy's vulnerable, and it's ephemeral, so like Chip will just kill it. You have to block, probably Taliyah. And okay, with that, yeah. And then we just, yeah, we give Taliyah. overwhelm. And that's a good game. Control decks, dude. This deck really, it puts the pressure on control, and they just never get to... For the record, this is like not like standard control list. I was never concerned.
What a great day!
Except for, you know, fear of the unknown. Good game, opponent. I'm sure you were, you know, up to something, but... Taliyah Malphite. Red Gwen. We lost this the first time, so let's see if we can run it back and show them we mean business. This is a pretty like competitive matchup. Like it's not, I'd say it's pretty 50-50. This hand is not looking like it's 50-50 though. This is looking like we're going down kind of hand. We do, however, attack on evens, which makes me want to delay this for 3, but I need to play Devout on 3. We need to get bodies going, so I'm gonna play this on 2. It means I'm not gonna be able to.
Please make yourself right at home.
It's gonna count down on 5. I'm gonna have to dupe something else with Taliyah, and that's fine. We can do endless Devout.
I pull the strings.
If endless Devout dies.
Very good.
Oh. Yeah, I'll take that. No, that's completely fine. I'm all for that.
Yes.
What to do, what to do. We could play Unraveled Earth, and what that will do... you know, yeah, no, let's play Unraveled Earth. In case they throw down Gwen right here, we give her vulnerable. But I want these to break, because I need the board space. Actually, I have enough.
Only she could see me.
But Gwen still gets vulnerable anyways. That's pretty good. Go to the next turn. Got a Grumpy Rock Bear. That's disgusting. That's so not kosher. Huh. I wanted to dupe this with Taliyah. But if I decide to do that... How much damage am I taking? Because they have 1 hollowed, so that's like 2 damage. 3, 4, 11, dude. 12 with the Spiderling. We could play another Devout and then dupe like the next one, but that's just like... we're gonna take a big hit. We're gonna take a really big hit this turn, and we're gonna punch back.
They are my people, and
That's
I am
what's
theirs.
We're gonna take 12.
What a joy! Nothing to fear.
Yeah.
Get around from the dark.
Oh, I forgot that Gwen has a spell. Can I go to 6? I don't think I can.
Stand back!
But we're gonna block here. Block the most damage because unless we block the Spiderling, like we're dead to Flock no matter what. So we block the Gwen. Again, we probably die to Flock. Next turn. But we've got a lot of units coming up. Yes. And then...
Relax your knees.
if he kills Taliyah in this combat, this guy's not going to die. So I like that because, of course, it has a last breath effect. And like we're pushing 17 with this attack. Like, hey, nice 10 damage last turn, buddy. We might even be able to win with Absolver. Again, Flock exists, right? He has to decide if he wants to Flock Taliyah. He should. He really should Flock Taliyah.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes either.
A lot of cards that opponent could have. Noxian Fervor. You know what? What if I... What if I make you have more? Yep, there it is. Okay. Good stuff.
We must all make sacrifices. You dare!
But yeah, you know, now that guy, like, he's not dying. And so he's not gonna get the ephemeral guy.
The party never ends, nor its spirit
And,
is.
we'll play the Devout, keep our blockers up. Remember, this guy can't block. End round. I don't know what's going on here. Ooh, I like Malphite. Malphite is showing up at the right time. We gotta just trade down, unfortunately. We only take one, it's not that bad. We do, like these are bad trades for us. We want to stay healthy. Because this is a list that runs atrocity. So we can probably, if we go Ancient Prep here, Malphite is now level. Oh, I like that Stonebreaker. I was gonna say Desert Naturalist, the Sarcophagus, but Stonebreaker. Although I want to play Malphite next turn now, so it's Preservarian. We probably win next turn, but it's like just if we don't win next turn, then like Preservarian's gonna come in pretty clutch. Because we're gonna set up for a swing with Malphite.
Sometimes you're the fish. Sometimes you're the
We
bait.
are going to pop the Sarcophagus with
And I
Desert
thought there was
Naturalist,
something good
bank
to
the 3
see.
spell mana, play Malphite, get a stun on
And
somebody,
there's
get the
nothing
unstoppable
to do.
force. It should close out the game.
Please, make yourself right at home.
He's developing. He's putting units down, but they're gonna get stunned. It doesn't even matter. But let's stun these. One of the things I really like about Malphite that I think people underestimate is his spell is like it's like a summon effect, and so there's a lot of champions in the game where it's like you play them, your opponent gets priority, and then like they vengeance you, or even worse, they mini morph you, and you never get like a point of interaction to like use your champion. Even if you mini morph Malphite, or if they vengeanced him right now, I still have unstoppable force. And a lot of times, like that's all you like that's all you're playing Malphite for is for the unstoppable. He's a big boy, and like, you know, like really holds down the board for you. But like, yeah, dude, go for it. But just the fact that he has like an on summon effect, like you don't really care if he needs a vengeance.
Bind them.
All right, that does stun him. We are still swinging here for 17. So
Get him.
opponent needs to have more. They can block 5, and it goes to 12. Yep. Oh, okay, there we go. Would have been nice if he had let us get back in, but hey, we take
It is a
the
good day
opponent.
to be
Glad we
Malphite.
got to redeem ourselves in the Gwen matchup.